Ladies and gentlemen, we mean this quite literally. There are no days off for the Meralco Bolts as they ended 2023 with amazing games in the PBA and the East Asia Super League. Now, joining us tonight to look back at the year and the days to come is Coach Luigi Trillo alongside Brandon Bates and Cliff Hodge. Gentlemen, welcome to the game. Happy New Year.
Happy
Coach
New Year.
Luigi, I want to start off with you because 2023, especially at the tail end, was jam-packed for the Meralco Bolts. Could you tell us a bit about how you felt you wrapped up 2023 and using that as a springboard going into 2024?
Well, first of all, Happy New Year, Boom and
Happy New Year,
Pao. Glad
Coach.
to be on the show. Been a while. Yeah, well, you know, we've had games one after the other, right? In fact, our last game in the PBA, we had I think we had 8 guys who were sick. So the 2 games prior to Ginebra, we couldn't even get a practice going. But guys are fine now. We're looking forward to this new year. You know, a lot of basketball. We play Taipei tomorrow, the Kings. They're undefeated. Sayang the SK night game, we lost by 1. Didn't feel we were playing our best basketball. A lot to improve on defensively, but we only lost by 1. But, you know, moving forward, we're excited about the Taipei game. We still have a slight chance. And then, you know, we play against Magnolia, I think Phoenix and Terra Firma. So big games ahead for us.
Okay, Coach, and yeah, you did say that it's been a while you've been on the show because you've been busy. We couldn't catch you guys. Before we look forward to tomorrow and 2024, can you just give us a little bit of your summary of everything that has happened in 2023? A lot of changes, a lot of movement, and just give us a little recap of Meralco for 2023 from your eyes.
Yeah, I think, you know, considering that we've changed a bit. Coach Nenad Vucinic is obviously our active consultant. Coach Norman's, you know, spreading his wings. He's consulted with us, but he's more with San Beda. I think we've done pretty well. I think, like you said, we're a bit run down. You know, the last 6 conferences, we made 5 semis. Haven't won the championship, been in the finals, but, you know, we're always there. And then PBR on tour went. I think we did well. We ended 3rd with the injuries. And then now, you know, we're within striking distance. We're 6-2.
Yeah.
You know, love that Banquero's back, CB's back. You know, we've had to make some pivot moves with imports.
Right.
You know, Sue Brimo was great for us.
Yes, he was.
He got his Achilles hurt. And then Zach Lofton, you know, has been solid. We've added Prince Ibe in there in the ESL. But, you know, moving forward, we have a chance here. I think we're the only chance that can still reach number 1. And obviously, that's a far goal at this point. But, you know, we've got 3 games. We're playing the 2 best teams ahead. We have a lot of respect for what Magnolia does. They're, you know, practically they've had 20 games. They've lost 1 this whole year last year. So they're solid. And then obviously Phoenix. Phoenix is playing good basketball too. They've got a Yanon Lang Yegs. We want hopefully the injuries to stay away.
Yeah.
We felt we've been battling it the whole time. Guy on your screens, Cliff, has had a couple, but he's played through them. Brandon, obviously one of our up-and-coming rookies we're excited about. It's going to help as well, and we see a lot of growth from him.
Well, you know, Coach, I'm really disappointed that Brandon shaved off his mustache so early in the season. So I'm going to go talk to Cliff first instead. Cliff, what I love about you is that every time you hit the floor, you always try. It looks like you're fatigued, but you're never fatigued. But I can now imagine maybe that's more of the case now. How tiring is it? Or what are the adjustments you need to do to juggle both EASL and the PBA? Because if I'm not mistaken, there was a stretch where you had 10 days and around 6 games or 5 games or so.
It's super tiring, honestly. Because, I mean, you're playing so many games in such a short amount of time. But, I mean, we've been doing a lot of active recovery. We haven't been able to practice much. So most of it is just learning on the fly and just all mental and taking care of your body. Because, you know, when you get heavy minutes, you just got to make sure you take care of your body, get in the hot and cold, get with the training staff. That'll help you get through all those nagging little injuries. But for the most part, it's just, you know, trying to do as best you can, even when you're tired. You know, you have your teammates that'll come in and step up also. So I mean, it's tough. The EASL is like almost like a playoff game every time we play because those teams are really, really good. So, and we want to win all those games also. So we're not like taking it easy. So we're going out and trying to win every single game. And we still have 2 left. And hopefully if we can win these 2, maybe we can have a chance at getting into the playoffs in that also, which would be awesome. Because I don't think the Philippines has ever had a team do that. So that'd be great if we could do that.
Yeah, that last one when you came up short just in the end, that was a wasted opportunity. But we move on. Brandon, unlike Cliff, who's been there for quite a while already and has gone through the changes, the evolutions, the ups and downs of the team, as Coach Luigi mentioned, you're the newcomer in a way. How has the year been for you? What were your goals with Meralco, and were you able to achieve them? And this balancing act of the PBA and EASL, you come into this right away as a newbie. This is a very unique situation for you.
Look, it's a massive change because I started in the 3x3. Coming from half court back to full court, it's a little bit of it's an adjustment. And I feel like recently I've gone through that adjustment period. It's a wonderful experience, and it's a good chance as well. Like, not many other rookies, or if any other rookies, are getting this opportunity, to play both the PBA and EASL. So it's good to just build up my experience, and then, that's right.
Cliff, I want to go back to you before we go back to Coach, because you're going to be one of the guys, I'm sure, who's going to end up checking Jeremy Lin tomorrow. Of course, a lot of people excited for that one in particular because the Taipei Kings, who are still undefeated. You mentioned going hard every single game, but then how does the team stay mentally checked for that? Because it's one thing to go hard every single game, but then you're also thinking about maybe that Magnolia game coming up and that Phoenix game coming up. How do you guys make sure that you're checked all for that?
Well, usually we always just focus on one game at a time. Whatever, if it's EASL or if it's PBA, we'll do our due diligence, learn the teams, learn the things that we need to do to try and get a win. So a lot of it's on the coaching staff and them coming up with the game plan that will have us prepared. Going against Jeremy Lin is it's a good experience, but I feel like with each EASL game that we get to learn these teams a little bit. It's not like the PBA where most of the guys you're playing. With EASL, you're playing like a new team each time. So it's a little bit of adjustment, but I feel like with each game that we played all the teams that we played now. So we're almost know what we can do to do better next game. So I feel like we'll have a really good chance if we come out and we play really hard that we'll come out with the victory tomorrow.
All right, Cliff, thank you. Coach, since we mentioned it already and Pao already alluded to it, we'll end with you. We've already heard about the players' take on tackling both the PBA and the EASL, especially from a physical standpoint. Very different from a game planning, preparation, balancing act, which is a new challenge for you also and the coaching staff. Can you tell us about that, and can we end this conversation and by giving us the challenges of preparing for both leagues that are very different from each other?
Yeah, we have to separate PBA from ESL. I think guys have to be more locked in terms of what we're trying to do. I think the change here is when we've been traveling home and away, and the time frame that you have to get things done. But we as a coaching staff, we try to keep it as simple as we can. We want to highlight what we're trying to take away from that team and what we're trying to give up. And what advantages we can have. So, I think getting our message across to them is key. Guys also having to play heavy minutes from one game to the other, that's another thing, right? So we see, if we have a heavy game, the next game we play, we might have to use more of the bench once in a while. That comes into our minds. But this is different. With ESL, you're using more 2 imports. In the PBA, you have 1 import, right? And I think the main thing that I've noticed with us is if we can get healthy, because the lineups change from game to game, right? So my prayer for 2024 is I hope we can get a complete lineup. Nu's been out too. He's been hurting. He's going to be pivotal with him there, probably not playing tomorrow. We hope he can get better. Aaron Black's not going to be there too. And these are things that as a team we just have to accept. We have enough on our plate that moving forward, we can still get the job done. So if there's no Aaron and no Nu, we expect CB, we expect, Diego, we expect all these guys to step up. And, looking to it, I think it's a blessing for us. We're so grateful and thankful that we've had this opportunity. Again, it should be Ginebra and Talk and Text. They ended up 1 and 2. We ended 3rd. But, we relish this, we welcome it. And, for us, our goal, just our short-term goal, no team has won 2. And there's a lot of pride here for Philippine basketball. Obviously, the game boom, Pao, is different because our league, the rules are different. We don't have 4 imports and an Asian import. So we have to pivot with that. But knowing that our kababayans, our last game, it was such a great pleasure to see them come in. And, we have popular teams in the PBA, but for them to come and support, we know that game tomorrow, guys are going to be excited about that. It's Jeremy Lin, but at the same time, we need to take care of business. That business is to win the game tomorrow, and hopefully we can do that, Coach, for kababayans.
All right, Coach, I'm just going to cut you off there and give the schedule. That'll be tomorrow at 7 p.m. at the Phil Sports Arena for the next EASL assignment. Again, Meralco, good luck. Hopefully health goes your way as well in 2024. Thank you very much for spending time with us.
And Happy New Year to everyone. Thank you.
How much do we love Pinoy sports? With all our heart, all the time. Download Pilipinas Live now.